how are you planning on preparing like financially for like your residency years and afterwards? Do you have like a financial plan, or are you just kind of doing it as it goes, kind of relaxing and letting things fall in place? Or how's your strategy right now?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. And I think one of the nice things about fourth year in general, like especially once interviews are done, is you get a chance to explore your different options out there as far as like how you're going to tackle loans and
Mhm.
what the game plan is going to be. One resource I'd recommend for anyone listening is Ben White. He's currently, I think, a resident in radiology, and he's got a great website. I think I'd used his website when I was studying for step exams because he just talked about the philosophy of taking a standardized exam like that, and like the importance of just like continuing to move through it instead of like emotionally investing in questions and so on. But he actually just came out with a like free like 100+ page PDF about how to deal with loans, especially for like people in the field of medicine. And it goes through the different repayment options, like, pay as you earn versus repay versus forbearance, and like the pros and cons of each. So I think anyone in any situation, like in med school, like should look at that because that was helpful for me as far as my personal financial plan. I am going to go through repay for my residency and hopefully fellowship years because it just takes off a bunch of the interest, and the government matches your payments and like forgives a lot of the principal. Or the interest. So that's really nice. And then once I'm out of fellowship for the next 3 to 5 years, I'm planning to, continue to live like a resident and just pay off the rest of my debt en masse at that point. So that's my way, but I would definitely recommend checking out Ben White's website because
Mhm.
that PDF's great, and it's free, and it's really nice that he has that resource out there for med students and
Yeah.
professionals.
Yeah, I know some people recommend things like White Coat Investor and other ones like that. And you said Ben White. Is it benwhite.com or is it something else?
I think if you Google Ben White, like his website will show up, but it
Okay.
probably is benwhite.com.
Yeah.
He was featured in a White Coat Investor podcast, so like
Mhm.
he does have the backing.
Mhm. For sure. And then there's also like Fire something. I forget. There's
Yeah, physician on file.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Mhm. Yeah, I remember reading them, like, I think early on in med school, and then afterwards, I don't know, maybe I just, like, got too depressed thinking about that stuff, and I was like, "Okay, I'll focus on, like, other things." But maybe 4th year, I'll go back to it when it actually seems like, "Oh, we're gonna start making money again soon, probably should think about stuff." But I guess also for you, it's helpful that, you and your fiancé are both in medicine, so, once you guys finish residency, you know, you'll have a nice income stream.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be nice. I think it'll give us a chance to just start saving a huge amount, like once
Mhm.
student loans are paid off, and hopefully investing in different things like,
Yeah,
whether it's housing or, other solid investments, and while
yeah.
also saving a lot.
Yeah, investing in a house with a white picket fence, 2 dogs, and 2 kids.
That's right. The dream.
A good old American dream.
Yeah.